2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Washington, the home of the Wizards, the Verizon Center. Well, for the Wizards, they come into tonight's game after the loss to Miami.
And they didn't get any second chance opportunities in that game, or very few of them, I should say. It was one and done. I thought that was the difference in the game.
And when I look at it, Steve, success on the offensive glass to me is about desire. I mean, you need positioning, you need timing, jumping ability, but it's more about desire, the willingness to get in there and mix it up. And I just didn't see any of that kind of determination and desire from them.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Hornets. At the 3, MKG and Cody Zeller at the 4. And Stevenson is out there with Mitchell. And it's Jefferson in at the 5. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Wall with the steal. And here we go. Washington fast break. Wall's running. A floater. Al Jefferson grabs the miss. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, the Wizards head coach had a couple of moments for me. I asked him what their focal point would be defensively, and he said that Al Jefferson is at the top of their scouting report. With his smooth, low-post repertoire and mid-range shooting touch, he can put up points in a hurry. He said they'll try to steer him to his left hand as much as possible and just hope for the best. Kevin, we'll see if they can force him into a tough night.
Thank you, Doris. And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first. Pulls from the top of the key. That drops. Mitchell. Charlotte on D. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And I think the sort of issues they had on defense, in part at least, was a bigger factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was on the road. You have to be sharper when you go out and play as a visitor.
Yeah, everything has to be tight. You can't be loose in any aspect of your game. You're fighting against the crowd and the opponent. You've got to be tougher mentally and physically if you're going to win on the road.
Here's Zeller following the basket by John Wall. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. Drains the 19-footer. Mitchell's got his second basket of the night. And you hear about how these guys keep things loose. And he was the target, Clark, of a prank recently.
Yeah, they went old school on him a little bit there, Kevin. Got him with the old bucket of water. I thought that one would have been obvious enough for him to see it coming, but I guess not, as he had nothing to do but smile and get a towel.
And it's Stevenson missing. For Washington, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside, Wall. Out to the right wing. Burks dishes to Wall. Burks kicks to Wall.
Oh, how about that basketball, man? Wow.
Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks there.
I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that again.
Here's Mitchell. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Stevenson drives in. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
For Washington, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Outside, Wall. Gortat with the screen for Wall. Pass to Gortat. Back to Wall. And the shot is good. Wall's got 6. So it's the Hornets now, trailing by 2. Here's Mitchell. There's the dish to Kid Gilchrist. Here's Mitchell. Clock at 4. Baseline J on the way, and the jumper is on the mark. Mitchell's got his third bucket of the night.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
Outside, Wall. Nene left side. Back to Wall. Beal against Stevenson. The 11-footer. And Lance Stevenson pulls it down. Stevenson's got his third rebound tonight. To the inside. Kid Gilchrist the pass to Zeller. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Good job there, Kevin, getting himself a little space on the inside.
The Wizards have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Nene kicks to Burks. Outside, Wall. Beal dishes to Burks. 6 to shoot. Wall attacking. Fades and shoots. That's good. Wall's got 8.
That's 4 of 5 to start this game, guys. He's rolling.
The Hornets have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Here's Mitchell. 6 points for him. Feeds to Stevenson. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. And Gortat with the block. And they're able to recover. Burks with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. And finished off by Beal.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Yeah, it really does allow your offense to flow better. When you can get out and run and get easy opportunities. Confidence.
And so it's Charlotte with it, trailing by 2. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
And as you'd expect, they pretty much handled this team a year ago.
Now the feed to Mitchell. Screen by Jefferson. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from 12. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 8 points for buckets.
A perfect 4 for 4 for him to start this game out.
Boy, he looks fresh and confident out there right now.
Nene the pass to Wall. Back to Nene. And good, coming off the assist by Wall.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Yeah, they've been the aggressors, Clark, and getting the ball inside into that lane area has been huge for them.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Mitchell kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Here's Mitchell. He's covered by Beal. Here's Jefferson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Jefferson's got the game tied up here for the Hornets.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Nene with the screen on Stevenson. Beal's shot is good.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Jefferson, a screen on Beal. Mitchell dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Here's Mitchell. He's covered by Beal. Here's Jefferson, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
72% from the line last year. Not great numbers, but of course there are worse out there, that's for sure.
Washington making some changes. Davis is checked in for Nene. Porter comes in for Burks. Robinson is subbed in for John Wall. And then for Charlotte, Lonley's checked in for Cody Zeller. Chris Middleton comes in for Kid Gilchrist. And it's Henderson for Lance Stevenson. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Wizards have gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. Robinson passes to Gortat.
Great job taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left him no choice but to foul there.
It's his first trip to the line.
Well, they don't expect a lot from him at the foul line. He was in that range below 70% last season.
And guys, that was an element of his game that he could not get turned around. I mean, he was really in a funk, and it lasted all season.
Biyombo is checked in for Jefferson. Here's Mitchell. He's got 8. Over to the left wing. And Middleton kicks to Henderson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. With this stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. In second, the Hornets. In the third position, the Wizards.
Kevin, talk about taking care of business, man. I tell you what, both of these teams took care of business from behind that three-point arc. They had a number of outstanding three-point shooters, and those guys were on target most of the year.
Here's Mitchell. Baseline jumper, and that one's good. And the Hornets lead by 2. And Washington has possession. Outside Robinson. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
Very tough when you have that good of a look. The defense caught a break there because he missed.
And Gortat over to help. So it's Charlotte with it. Vonleh dishes to Henderson. Clock at 6. Shoots from the line. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Henderson's got 5 now. Wizards trailed by 4. Robinson drives in. Here's Davis. The rebound by Mitchell. Charlotte has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Stolen by Robinson. And now here comes Robinson leading the break. Shoots from 12. Porter, no luck.
That's his comfort zone, so defensively, really nice job challenging the shot.
Here's Mitchell. From down in the low post, it goes. 10 points for him.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Wizards have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Robinson drives in. High shot from 10 feet out.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
Here's Mitchell. 10 points for him. And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter. Inside, here's Biyombo. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Very positive opening quarter for them. The shots have been falling.
You know, the shooting percentage would be nice if it stayed right there, but that's going to be tough to do.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his... He wants this game played at breakneck pace as much as possible. He was very clear, saying the fast break is going to be our best friend today. He also wants them using a fundamental offensive approach. Specifically, he'd like to see them running the pick and roll as often as they can. It's still very early in this game, so there's plenty of time for those changes to take effect, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
Let's take a quick look now at some stats here for Bradley Beal. How his season went last year. Last season put up about 16 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Just solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him. Playing right at the level we expect.
Yeah, we've seen him play better, but those are still numbers that are pretty superb by any measure.
Here's Mitchell. Nate Robinson making his last shot. Goes up off the pitch, and it's Mitchell with the jam. Nice hops and determination that time. Clark to get to the rim.
We know he can bounce, and right there an example of how dangerous he is when he's got a path to the hoop.
And you love the versatility, guys. Being a point guard, and in this situation, they tack on 2 more points, expanding the lead in a pretty deflating way for the defense.
For Washington, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And you look at the numbers from a year ago, guys, this is a club that hit about 75% of its free throws.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
Here's Middleton. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Just 5 to shoot. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Mitchell. That 3 off the mark.
In terms of rebounding, it's been a sensational opening quarter.
I like sensational. That's a good word for it.
Outside Robinson. And that one hits back iron.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
On the jam by Gerald Henderson.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Beal from long range. No good on the buzzer beater.
This Saturday, November 7th, Carmelo and
the books, second about ready to get underway. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, Stephen Clark, what are your thoughts?
And it's really been a dominant effort on the glass. That's been the key here.
Yeah, they've established nice low post presence, which always tends to help you on the rebounding battle.
All out there with Robinson. Then it's Porter. Then there's Davis, and it's Burks in at the power forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Wall passes to Davis. Robinson drives in. Good. Robinson's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Wizards.
You know, size-wise, this is not a great one-on-one matchup for him, but he got that shot to go.
But you wouldn't know it by how he finished. That's a nice hoop there.
The 11-footer. Here's Vonleh. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Lance Stephenson's checked in for the Hornets. He's off on the second. Wizards trail by 5. With some arc. It's Biyombo with the rebound.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
Mitchell kicks to Biyombo. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession.
Let's take a look at last year's numbers for John Wall. 4th in steals. And he was also ranked in the top 10 in assists. So an incredible knack for finding the open man.
He also managed to be top 5 in steals as well, Steve, and that was significant. I mean, he was really good at lulling ball handlers to sleep, giving them kind of a false sense of security, and then he'd pounce on it as it was being dribbled to the floor. And he got a lot of his pilfers that way.
Porter against Stevenson from the baseline. Porter, no luck. Hornets leading by 5. Mitchell dishes to Biyombo. Kicks it to Vonleh. No luck. And Washington the other way now. In transition, here come the Wizards. Porter's running. The Wizards shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one drops. Charlotte making a switch here. Jefferson's checked in. And he makes both free throws. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's Mitchell. He's got 12 from downtown, and that one's good. Mitchell's got 15.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot off.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
Here's Wall. Knocks down the 10-footer.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Mitchell kicks to Vonleh. Jefferson trying to break loose. The shot by Vonleh no good. Wizards trailed by 4. Ahead. And there's Porter on the assist by Burks. Burks has got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
Jefferson, a screen on Nene. Screen by Jefferson. Mitchell passes to Jefferson. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Jefferson's got 6.
Easy little jump shot for him right there, guys.
Outside, Wall. He kicks to Nene. Burks in the corner. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Nice shoot.
Defenders look like they're out of game.
Hornets leading by 8. From 7. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Wizards shooting 47% in the second quarter. Porter. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
He put that lead pass in perfect position for his teammate.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. For Charlotte, they've gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
Robinson misses. Charlotte shooting very well, 56% from the floor here in the second quarter. And the dunk by Vonleh.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Outside, Robinson. 1:25 left in the first half of basketball. That one wide left.
You know, they've been outstanding on the boards, and it's a big reason why they've got a lead. Doing the dirty work down low.
Yeah, and Clark, you know, rebounding is a team effort. Everybody's boxing out. Everyone is accountable. They're doing a nice job collectively.
And that one falls for Robinson. Hey, Robinson hits them both. We've got 1:23 left in the first half. Here's Mitchell, guarded by Robinson. Here's Mitchell. 17 points in the game. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Beal with it. And it's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Mitchell, guarded by Robinson. Six to shoot. Here's Mitchell. The 19-footer is on the money. Mitchell's got the lead up to 9 now for the Hornets.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Robinson kicks to Davis, trying his luck deep. Henderson pulls it in. Charlotte leading by 9. Here's Mitchell. 19 points in the game. Pass to Middleton for the 3. And another 3 for Charlotte.
You know, I think, Kevin, they took a bit of a chance there going to the double team, and that left another guy open out there.
And that concludes the first half. Hornets on top. They lead by 12. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
I'm just trying to let the game come to me. When I don't try to force it on offense, good things happen. That's why I've had success here early on. Yeah.
Slow and steady wins the race, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Hey guys, listen up. We've got a good lead, but lots of basketball left to play. Our movement off the ball has been fantastic. All you need to do is look at our field goal percentage to see that. You can't shoot the ball as well as we have without good movement, and it has been very good. Our offense in the paint was a positive. Our entry passes were sharp, and you showed off some excellent post moves. Really nice footwork down there. And guys, I don't want too many of us under the glass at the defensive end. I want to be sure that we always have at least a couple of guys getting up court, ready to receive the outlet pass and get an easy bucket on the break. Nobody gave us a chance tonight, but we're right where I thought we'd be. But still, we're a long way from done. So let's keep our effort at 100% all the way to the end.
As we begin the second half, first half. On the court for the Hornets. At the 3, MKG and Cody Zeller at the 4. Mitchell is out there with Lance Stevenson. And it's Jefferson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Thanks, Kev. Buckets in their last matchup against the Spurs really lit up the floor. He finished with 48 points and was effective from long range as he got that scoring line by dropping in a good amount of threes. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
I agree with you there. I mean, he obviously hit on something that brought out the best in him, and you can be sure he's going to take the exact same approach in this one.
Definitely. And as confident a player as he already was, now he's got to be feeling absolutely unstoppable. And after that last game, Clark, I'm not surprised to see him so hot. He's got it rolling right now.
Hornets leading by 11. Dishes it to Kid Gilchrist. Beal with the steal. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be Lance Stevenson. The Wizards have been shooting right around 75% of the line, 9 of 12 so far. And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time. So it's the Hornets now. They've led by as many as 14 points. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Yeah, some good matchups. And that New York Knicks game is one I'll have an eye on.
And the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from Beal.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
In the corner, it's Stevenson. And the pass to Mitchell. Back to Stevenson. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again.
And they've been off target now on 3 of the first they've taken in this second half.
Wall, that's good.
Boy, the shots finally dropping for them in bunches. And I'll tell you what, the complexion of this game has totally changed.
You know, that kind of offensive eruption was the only thing that was going to get them back into this one.
Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at him.
And this is where you just start picking apart the defense, and now you take their confidence away. You can really take control of this game.
Ball against Stevenson. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Pass to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Back to Kid Gilchrist. From beyond the arc. That's good. Kid Gilchrist has got his first 3 points of the game.
They needed that one. Their lead has been dwindling here.
Well, you know what, Steve? A few good possessions, and you couple that with some stops, they'll be able to pad that lead again.
And he gets the bucket. 23 points for John Wall.
You know, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, and that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
And Kid Gilchrist gets it to go in. And here are the Wizards now. They're on a 13-5 run here. There's the pick. Nene setting the pick for Wall. He feeds it to Beal. Back to Wall. Nene, the screen. Wall attacking. 4 on the clock. They get it back. Gortat misses. Hornets leading by 6. Here's Mitchell. 21 points in the game. Lots of room. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Okay, guys, on defense, no inside looks, nothing. That means 1 foot in the paint, helping on all drives and contesting everything at the rim. Now let's do it.
And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. Take a look at buckets. Leading the league in field goal percentage, he always gets good looks.
Well, he got high percentage looks all last year, and he made the most of it.
And so it's Washington with it. 8-point game. Now here's Wall. He's got 23. Beal dishes to Burks. Pass to Beal. Hit his leg. And the official saying it was kicked. Off the inbound. Here's Nene. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist. Charlotte leading by 8. He dishes it to Mitchell. All alone. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Mitchell's got 25 points in the game. In Clark, we saw a very animated huddle that last break, and I'm sure the coach wanted something specific from his team.
Well, Kevin, this is certainly a key moment for the squad, and he's looking for players to lock into the new game plan and carry it out the rest of the way. That's what he's trying to get across.
The dish now to Stevenson. Feeds it to Kid Gilchrist. This one for 3. Stevenson can't hit.
He is yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
Jefferson, a screen on Wall. The feed to Stevenson. Out left to the wing. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Zeller passes to Mitchell. 5 to shoot. And Charlotte again with the bucket. Mitchell. Wizards trail by 10. Outside, Wall lets it go from 11, and he gets it to go. Wall's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
Right side, Kid Gilchrist. 6 to shoot. Jefferson, a screen on Gortat. Back to Kid Gilchrist. Wide open look. Here's Jefferson, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Jefferson's got 12 in the game. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Wall attacking. And Gortat kicks to Wall. Here's Burks. And a miss there on the triple.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
Zeller dishes to Mitchell. Beal on the double team. Mitchell kicks to Stevenson. And he gets it to go. And it's a 12-point Hornets lead.
And another gap in the defense found right there. This is one of the worst defensive performances I have ever seen.
Nene setting the pick for Beal. Outside, Wall. Here's Burks. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Burks has got 7 points.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Here's Mitchell. 27 points for him. Inside to Jefferson, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
You know, he can be a little awkward with the ball sometimes when it's in his hands, but Not that time.
Why do you think it is we don't see more of those out of him, Steve?
I don't know. I mean, he's certainly got the size. He just lacks the confidence, I think, sometimes near the basket.
Burks kicks to Wall. Nene trying to get open. Wall's shot is off. Hornets leading by 12. Here's Mitchell. Here's Zeller. Rejected by Wall. Gortat with the screen for Burks. Kicks it to Nene. Here's Mitchell. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
They got right to the rim, but got hammered once he got there by the defense.
But that was a nice job taking it strong and forcing his way to the line. Well done.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
And they're attacking the gaps in the defense with their quick, aggressive drives into the paint area.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Davis is checked in for Gortat. Porter comes in for Nene. And Nate Robinson is subbed in for Bradley Beal. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Yambo, he's checked in for Jefferson. Vonleh comes in for Cody Zeller. Chris Middleton's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. And it's Henderson for Lance Stevenson. And he gets it to go. Middleton's got 6 points.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
It's Wall with the drive. Robinson passes to Davis. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And a look here at the Wizards, how they ranked in the NBA last season. First in opponent field goal shooting. Third in three-point field goal percentage. And they were in the top 10 in steals as well. I mean, this is a team that really gets after people defensively. Deflections, pressure on the ball, all of that leads to steals.
And Clark, you know this. I mean, anytime you see a team #1 in the NBA in field goal percentage defense, you know they're getting after it. So this is a club that plays extremely hard. They take great pride in their defense. They have a concerted plan, a concerted effort every single night to try to stop the opposing team.
4 on the clock. From the arc. And it's Mitchell missing.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bageled in the second.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Talk about a terrific game for Robinson. He's got 11 points and 2 steals. He's given them just what they would have hoped for today.
I think maybe even more. Some great free throw shooting so far in this second half.
I think they should keep trying to initiate contact and get back to the line until they start missing from there. But as it is, they're perfect so far, so keep it up.
Here's Mitchell, and he has 28 points for the game. To the paint, here's Middleton. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Middleton's got 5 points in the quarter.
So nice to have a guy like that who can take charge at any time.
Yeah, so many of his passes, Steve, have led directly to baskets.
Shot is good, and the Charlotte leaders cut back down now to 10 as they pick up the bucket from Wall. Charlotte has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
You see some of the numbers here on John Wall. Coming off an excellent season last year, averaged 17 points a game, 8 assists, and just over 2 steals. And he was the top dog for them scoring the basketball last year.
Yeah, Steve, he led the way for everybody with his ability to finish off his chances.
Well, his scoring this quarter has been off the charts, and the complexion of the game as a result may change.
1:41 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Mitchell, covered by Wall. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. For Charlotte, they have had 12 attempts at the line, making 8 so far. The first one falls for him. And Mitchell drops them both.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Davis dishes to Wall. Back to Davis. There's the block. Henderson against Robinson. Henderson kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Henderson. Dishes it to Middleton. And the Hornets miss again.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
Wall's shot is off.
Boy, that's a tough one. And he did all he could there, using the leaner to get the shot off.
Mitchell passes to Biyombo. Charlotte moving it around. They set the screen. Just 5 on the clock. From the wing. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that one's good. Wall's got it back down to within single digits for the Wizards.
And I like that move to the hoop. You use your speed, go around the bigger defender.
And there's the pass to Henderson. Good on the 7-footer. Henderson's got 9 points. 6 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Davis. Comes up empty down low. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Coming.
Well, how many great plays has he been a part of tonight, guys, as well as the other 11 assists besides that one? He continues to impress me with the way he handles the ball and his decision-making, just so smart.
For Mitchell.
But it truly has been one of those games for him where he's just feeding off the energy from the... tonight made possible because they've run the offense through him.
Wizards trail by 10. Otto Porter and Nene at the forwards. Bradley Beal is out there with Nate Robinson. And it's Davis in at the center position. That's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards. They get the rebound. Stevenson dishes to Henderson. Back to Stevenson. He kicks it to Mitchell. To the paint. Here's Vonleh. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Glenn Big Baby Davis. That free throw, no good. Gortat's checked in for Davis. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Charlotte. He hits the second from the line. Here's Beal. Nene left side. The baseline J. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Mitchell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Kidd-Gilchrist, no luck.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Out to the right wing. Passes it to Beal. Gortat with a screen on Kidd-Gilchrist. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Jefferson's checked in for Biyombo. 4th quarter still young, just over a minute played. And Stevenson kicks to Mitchell. And that one is hammered home. The defense looking a little bit dazed now. A ferocious throw down there.
Not bad for a player of his size.
Not bad at all. How about that spring coming out of those legs?
Pass to Nene. Fires at the elbow. That one a little long.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Scooped up. Stevenson. And the rejection by Gortat. Porter against Kidd-Gilchrist. Robinson passes to Porter. He feeds it to Gortat. Beal gets a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got 3 assists now in this one.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Here's Mitchell to the paint. Here's Vonleh. And there's a nice one-handed slam. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
Beal dishes to Gortat. Jefferson with some nice D. Another shot. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
At the line for your Wizards, Nene. At the line for 2.
And he makes the first. And so he hits both. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Mitchell. Guarded by Robinson. They set the pick. In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. Shot clock at 6. From deep. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 35.
I think they're trying to go for the kill here. I mean, they're starting to take a lot more three-point shots than they had been before, looking to run away.
Yeah, and that's fine as long as you're making them, but make sure you don't start launching bad shots. That's a problem.
He lobs it up, and it's slammed in by Stevenson.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
And Beal kicks to Robinson. He dishes it to Beal. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul.
After a first half where he had just one turnover, fellas, things have changed in the second.
Good ball movement.
Zeller comes in for Vonleh, and Brian Roberts subbed in for... Wizards trailed by 15. The dish now to Porter. Nene outside. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
You look at what Nene has done so far. He's got 8 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's made some heads-up plays, Clark. He's done a really nice job defensively.
Line for 2.
The first free throw is good. The Wizards making a change here. Wall's checked in, and a switcher also for Charlotte. Mitchell's checked in, and so Nene nails both of them. Hornets leading by 13. Here's Mitchell. In the corner, it's Stevenson, and he gets it to go from the corner. Stevenson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
The shot by Nene, no good.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
Mitchell kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Porter against Stevenson. 5 to shoot. Unloads from 13. Now Wall. Gortat with the screen for Wall. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Wall's got 35.
Tell you what, he's had an excellent game, and they're going to have to continue to rely on him if they're going to come back.
Mitchell passes to Zeller. Stevenson drives in, lets it go from 11, and it's Stevenson again missing.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
Wall dishes to Nene. Here's Beal with the three. The Hornets pull it in. Zeller's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Stevenson kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Feeds it to Mitchell. Stevenson outside. Launches it. And it's Stevenson again missing.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Lance Stevenson. Shooting for Washington.
And he knocks down the first one.
Check out the game for Porter. He's got 8 points and also a block shot.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Hornets leading by 12. Stevenson passes to Zeller. Here's Mitchell. In the corner, it's Stevenson. Stevenson missing again.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
The Wizards with another miss. Charlotte's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. And slam dunk by Kid Gilchrist.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Wall attacking. Now the feed to Beal. Back to Wall. Shot, high post. That's good on the jump shot. Wall's got 4 this quarter.
He's been a bright spot for them. He's had an incredibly efficient offensive performance.
Steve, his shooting really has been just terrific. They'd be much worse off if it weren't for him, that's for sure.
Jefferson, a screen on Beal. Kicks it out to Stevenson. And he's back in business as a jumper finally drops for him. And the Hornets lead by 14. The Wizards shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. And Wall, here we go now. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Here's Mitchell. Jefferson, a screen on Porter. Mitchell dishes to Zeller. Stevenson with a clean look, and the 3 ball is good. Stevenson's got 11 points here in just the second half. Wizards trail by 17. Burks, he's checked in for Washington. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burks for an update.
Coach Rivers had some words for his team. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through Mitchell. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. He also wants them to concentrate as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. Gentlemen, some late game adjustments that could prove crucial in the game's closing moments. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris. Now here's Kid Gilchrist. Burks covering. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Beal against Stevenson. And Beal kicks to Wall. Here's Burks. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 5 assists tonight.
They're down right now, trying to stay in the game with the 3 ball. They've shot a lot more here in the second half than they did in the first half. And I'm not sure I agree with that strategy.
Here's Mitchell. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. All with it. Now defended by Mitchell. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from John Wall.
Got to give him a lot of credit for the way he's played personally, trying to bring his team back.
Here's Mitchell. Jefferson, a screen on Wall. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. So it's the Hornets now. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
Free throw drops for Kid Gilchrist.
Looking at the game for Kid Gilchrist, he has 8 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And a lot of times, he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the three-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there.
Wizards trail by 12. Beal, the pass to Wall. Kicks to Beal. This one for 3. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Here's Mitchell. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Boy, they needed that last rebound. They haven't done well on the boards overall, but that one was huge.
Still fighting for the win.
He's one of the best in the league when it comes to executing that lead pass.
Charlotte has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. There's 42 seconds left in the game. Clock at 6. Takes the 3, and he gets it to go. Mitchell's got 38 points.
Well, the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way their home team played here today.
And they shouldn't be pleased. I mean, it's a very well-deserved win.
And so it's in.
Well, plenty of assists for you tonight. The ball was changing sides of the floor. How fun was it for you tonight to keep setting up your team?
I mean, it was cool, but it's not really fun, you know? It's not like going to a carnival or anything, you know? I'm just a professional. It's my job to come out and make plays like I did.
This game is hard work, I guess.
Yeah, it's definitely a job, you know? It's what I get paid to do.
Hard to doubt it was a job well done. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thanks. And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan.
What you